Good morning. My name is Enrique Alvarez, and I'm with Vector Global Logistics. I'm here with Christy and Michael. We have an amazing conversation, and we really thank you, Michael, for being here. But before I do that, Christy, do you want to officially introduce Michael to everyone?
Yes, I will be happy to do that. So thanks for joining us again. We have Michael Broidy, the Senior Vice President of Corporate Affairs at the Schottenstein Stores Corporation, and we're a big fan of him and everything they're doing. So we're excited for everyone to learn from them today.
Yeah, an amazing leadership example, not only from Michael, but from the company that he works for. And of course, the Schottenstein Corporation has a great history of philanthropy, especially in local community in Columbus, Ohio, doing very, very good things at very different levels, not only working with the community at the smaller of needs, but also working with some other national organizations to promote change and make a positive impact in the world. Michael, how do you pick like the different areas that you can make an impact on?
Christine and Ricky, thank you for the opportunity to be on this. I work for a company and a family that believes it's not just important for us to give back to the community, it's a responsibility for us to give back to the community. So I spend a lot of time working to understand what's important to our customers, to our associates, in regards to our public companies, what's important to our shareholders, tying that into what are strategically important priorities for the communities in which we have a presence, especially our home community. Mm-hmm. So charitable giving has to be involved in understanding all of those things before we make a decision on how we're going to allocate our dollars. And we do that. We do that on an ongoing basis. It's fluid. And so every year we reevaluate, we decide what's important, and we move on. Each of our companies, American Eagle, for example, DSW, Value City Furniture, Schottenstein Property Group, all have niches where they focus their dollars. I can tell you that health, women, education, diversity, and mental health are basically the categories where our companies are involved. And instead of spreading all of our dollars into a lot of small organizations or spreading it out with small dollars, we try to focus on a few important organizations and really dive into them and make a difference. That's what we do. We do it quietly. We don't promote ourselves, but we do it on an ongoing basis.
It's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm sure just due to the size of the organization, I'm sure you get asked all the time for donations, both locally and nationally, and possibly internationally as well. So I'm curious, I'd love to ask just so that other companies out there can learn from you, whether they're just getting started with their philanthropy or they're also playing at the same level. So how do you filter those requests? When might you make an exception, and how do you stay focused so that, as you said, you can make the biggest impact on the issues that matter most to you?
Let me answer it in this way, Christy. Okay. We will accept every request and we'll look at every request, but that's reactive. Mm-hmm. That's reacting to somebody who's asking you for money. What we do is we try to be proactive, which means that we'll take the time to understand what are the needs and interests of our customers, our associates, our shareholders, our leadership, and most importantly, what are the priorities of the communities in which we have a presence. So we will go out and identify those things for ourselves, and we'll make a decision based on all those factors of where to give our money. If we're only reacting, we can learn from some of these requests. Sure. But we believe it's more important to decide on our own based on the due diligence that we do.
Excellent advice. And thank you once again for sharing all this information with us. Your company is, of course, incredibly generous. And we really hope that more businesses would kind of follow your lead. So thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much for your time, for discussing. I know you guys aren't big on publicizing your giving efforts, so thank you for your time today. And we were excited to certainly shed a light on it as well. So thank you so much for your time, Michael, and to the Schottenstein Stores Corporation for all the giving that you do in supporting causes. And For those of you watching us at home, thanks so much for joining us as well. And if you enjoyed this interview and want to hear more lessons learned and advice from nonprofits and social impact companies making a difference, then be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks so much.
See you.